December 16th, 2021. May we have the roll call, please?
Yes, Commissioner Hubbard,
Here.
Commissioner Welvert,
Here.
Commissioner White,
Here.
Chair Carlson.
Here.
Absent tonight are Commissioners Haga, Spreadbury, and Sanderson.
We have a motion that's been sent and distributed to all of us. And I don't see anything that we should talk about at this point in time, so may I have a motion to adopt the agenda?
So moved.
Thank you. Motion made. Is there a second?
I second.
Thank you. Motion made by Jennifer, seconded by Martin. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Great, thank you. We do not have a guest presentation this evening. So we will not be, nor do we have anybody in our public that chooses to address us this evening. So our next item is approving the minutes. And if you've had a chance to take a look at them, I have a couple of corrections that I've noted. Does anybody else have anything?
I noticed just on item 1, Commissioner Sanderson is both listed as present and absent.
Oh, interesting. I don't recall which she was that evening.
I believe she was absent.
Was she?
that evening.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Under item 6C, I'm not exactly what, or that must be 6C1. It is not the MLK Award, it is the City of Chaska Human Rights Award.
Mm-hmm.
Under 7A, offered to, not to district families. So it says Chair Carlson met with them in September and offered opportunities to partner with district families. And I didn't see anything else.
Okay.
So with those corrections or changes, may I have a motion to approve the minutes of October 28th?
I'll motion to approve the minutes.
Thank you, Martin. Is there a second?
I second.
Seconded by Sienna. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes carried. Treasurer's report. Nate, tell us how much money we have.
How much money? So, there was an expense for this month. We were finally able to pay for those River City days, the fans that we ordered for those giveaways. And the bill came in at $462.50, which then gives us a balance remaining on this year of $826.16.
Can you repeat how much is remaining? Oh, I see it now, never mind.
Yep, remaining is $826.16.
Any questions for Nate regarding the treasurer's report?
No.
If there are none, may I have a motion to accept the treasurer's report?
I motion to accept the treasurer's report.
I second.
Motion made by Martin, seconded by Jennifer. If there's no further discussion, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Great. Next up on our agenda is the diversity in books proposal, and a copy of a memo or a message has been placed at your stations. And basically it says that Robin Francis, on behalf of the Diversity in Books program, has withdrawn their request at this time. So we will not be proceeding on their proposal. But hopefully, they'll come back in 2022 and talk with us again about providing books for both younger and middle school age students in the areas that feature diversity as part of their stories. The MLK update, that is on our minds because that is right around the corner. So I'm going to look to you,
Okay.
Jennifer.
We met a couple weeks ago, and we're getting down to crunch time, getting our plans made, ironing out details, communicating with the speakers and the musicians that we will have. This year, we are partnering with Carver County Arts Consortium again for the music, and then also with schools and I believe the Arts Consortium for some of the artwork that's going to be displayed during the celebration. What else am I missing? We've connected with the speakers, gotten some connecting with the speech team. We don't have the students yet, but we have talked to the coach at the high school. So we will be getting a couple students who will be reading speeches. Tonight later, we will be discussing the nominees for the Human Rights Award.
Yep, I think
Am I
one of the
missing?
points of discussion on that will be which commissioner would be introducing the award winner, is that right? So we'll want to talk through that during our work session this evening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Am I forgetting anything else?
No, I think you're right on the money. I think, looking forward to, the date is January 17th, 2022, to be held at the Event Center, beginning at 8 a.m., but we'll be providing coffee and some wonderful pastries. So,
And the keynote speaker is Jonathan Palmer
Yes.
yes.
from
The Hallie Q. Brown
Yes.
Center.
Harley Q. Brown Center.
Yeah, and he's the gentleman that came out to facilitate the discussions we had when we did the videos, Race the Power of an Illusion. He led us in discussion after each of the videos. So some people might be familiar with him already.
Absolutely. Okay, thank you, Jennifer, for doing that. For your information, we have received the resignation from former Commissioner Dante Hughes, and you have a copy of his resignation that both Nate and I received earlier this week. We certainly wish Commissioner Spreadbury Commissioner Hughes the opportunity to do well in his life. Hope that we can see him in our community, impacting the lives of our citizens. So, our next meeting date is going to be it will actually be the MLK program, and that's January 17th, 2022, if you can believe that. We will again have a regular meeting on February 25th. During the month of, or latter part of December and January, the City Council is in the process of receiving applications for folks who are interested in serving on the Human Rights Commission and other commissions that the city has vacancies in. So we'll look forward to hopefully welcoming new members to our commission in February and doing some good work in 2022.
Yep. And just to provide a little update there, we're We currently have posted through our website and are seeking applications for people who are interested in serving, whether it be the Human Rights Commission or one of the other commissions in the community or with the city. And so we have a number of openings on the Human Rights Commission. I guess I would encourage you all as commissioners, if you have people that you think could be, positive additions to the commission, encourage them to apply. It's kind of like the Human Rights Award. Sometimes that encouragement from someone can kind of cause someone to want to pursue it. Commissioner White, you serve in a 1-year term, but you can do 3 successive terms. So I hope you will consider reapplying and maybe seeking a second 1-year term on the Human Rights Commission. And if you don't, I would encourage you to think of maybe some other students who could fill in your big shoes. So,
All right, well, I definitely will consider it.
okay,
Great.
I hope you do.
No pressure, though.
No pressure,
Yeah.
but we love having you here.
Yes.
Is there any other business that we need to take care of this evening?
I have one item to note.
Yes,
unless
please.
if anyone else has something to go forward first. This will be my last meeting staffing the Human Rights Commission. So I recently took the Community Development Director position with the City of Chaska. So that will take me out of the Assistant City Administrator role, and that will be effective January 3rd. So I do intend to follow through with the MLK breakfast and make
I
sure.
was going to say,
Thank
quick,
you.
we have to scramble.
Yeah, I'll make sure that I'm doing what I usually do for that, for the 2022 edition of that. But come February, with any amount of success, we will have hired a new assistant administrator by that point, by the time of your meeting, and that would be the person who would be staffing the Human Rights Commission and working with you all henceforth or until something else happens, right? So yeah.
Considering the job market as things are these days, I'm sure that the city's been overwhelmed with the number of persons applying for the position. But in the event that a selection has not been made, will you be authorized to fill in with us on February?
I guess we'll cross that bridge if
Okay.
there's one to cross, so.
All right.
Yeah, I think, the position is posted right now. We're working towards hopefully having interviews right away in the beginning of January.
Okay,
And we'll see where that process takes us, so.
okay.
Yep.
Well, so then it's also appropriate for us to thank you for your service. I know it's part of the job, but thank you for being our liaison to the city for, I'm sorry, I do not know how many years you have been in your current position. I know that you've been here with me, and I think with Jen, when she was the former chair of the Human Rights Commission. So thank you for being our liaison and listening to us and taking our concerns to heart, taking it to the city and the city council. I'm especially appreciative of the work that you did last year. Was that last year? Oh, my. When we were able to establish what I would say an excellent relationship with the city council members. That was last year, right?
That was last year that we did that.
Thank you.
That
Yep.
was all on Zoom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it seems like, gosh, is that possible? That was last year? But yes, because I think that really put us in a position as a commission to be the kind of group of citizens that looks to be an asset to our community. So thank you for carrying that ball for us and running and pushing us forward.
well, it's been, I think, fun, and you're right, it is, part of the job, but I do enjoy this part of my job, and I've been glad to be a part of it. And it's been kind of fun when I started in this role, only 5 years ago. We met in, well, what is now the building inspection a transaction window. That used to be a meeting space. So that's where this group met. And to see you all now, in the council chamber, holding meetings that are live broadcast and accessible to the community in that way, I think has been a cool step to see. We've added the student position during the time, and I'm not trying to take credit for any of this stuff, but to be a part of it has been really great. The MLK breakfast, the Pride picnic, and the strategic planning effort and bringing you all closer to the council and kind of growing that relationship. Those are all things that I'm, pretty proud to have been part of. And so I wish you all well, and I will be hoping for this commission to continue to do great things going forward. I'm sure it will, so.
And I bet you we'll see you around.
You should see me around. I'm not going too far, so yeah, I'm moving one office over.
Yeah, I'd just like to say too that Nate, we both started on this commission the same year. And I just really have been impressed how you've nurtured us to grow and challenged us and been really open to feedback. And also taught me a lot about, looking at every side of things and just not always going with my first instinct, thinking things through. So personally, that's been very helpful to me. I think you do your job in a great way. And so I thank you for doing that. And I look forward to running into you at Target all the time still. So I'm happy because we're not saying goodbye. We'll miss you at our meetings, but we'll get to see you around. So I'm really
Yes.
happy for that.
Yep. Well, thank you. Thanks.
Great. Okay, so we're going to be going into our work session, so I need a motion to adjourn our meeting. And again, we'll see you in January at our MLK breakfast to be held at the Chaska Event Center, beginning at 8 a.m. So may I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
I second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Ayes carried. Thank you very much.